Meet your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long. This town was quiet until you arrived. I am keeping my eye on you. Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone. What are you looking for this time? Why are you always so curious about things? Don't you understand? Most things are none of your business. Never have I met someone who asks as many questions as you do. The problem with adventurers' guilds is that they attract adventurers. Adventurers tend to stir up trouble. I hope you will not cause trouble around here. More sightseeing? Well, there was a lovely lake to the southwest of town that used to be very popular among young people, but I do not know what it's like now. To the east is the town cemetery. It is a morbid thing to visit, but tourists always wanted to see it when tourists were able to come here. To the southeast is Irana's garden. It is an enchanted meadow well worth visiting. However, Mordavia has become a very dangerous place since the swamps were formed. Do not ever travel at night. If you are far from town when it gets dark, try to make it to Irana's garden. It's the only place where you will be safe. I do not really want anything to happen to you. Be careful. Irana was a powerful magic user who was rumored to have come from somewhere near Mordavia. Her garden is supposed to be magical and keep anyone who stays there safe from harm. Irana died here many years ago. Her staff in the center of town stands as her memorial. It is supposed to protect the town from evil and to have other magic besides. It is bad luck to speak of her death. If you must know, she died in that cave you say you came from. I'm not a superstitious man, but I will not talk more about the subject. I have been hearing all sorts of stories about you lately. No one is certain what to make of you. Yet. Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
You tell the gravedigger that Dr. Cranium has asked Igor to bring him some fluid.
Doctor asked Igor do strange things like dig up bodies. Igor bury bodies and Doctor make Igor dig them up again. Sometimes Doctor make Igor crazy.
There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow. That was good climbing practice, but you haven't quite got it yet. Keep trying. That was good. That was good. after some rest, you feel better.
Yes, well, I keep looking for Anna. Will you help me find her? She's missing. Yes, well, I keep looking for Anna. Will you help me find her? She's missing. Anna has been gone for a long time. I have been looking for her for so very long. I do not know what has become of my Anna.
You say goodbye.
If you see Anna, tell her I am looking for her.
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
Could it be? Has Dr. Cranium at last succeeded in the ancient dream of bringing back life to the dead? Or is this just someone who had a little too much to drink at the mad doctor's party last night? You regale the doctor with tales of your exploits in Tana.
Oh, that sounds like a truly awful land. Primitive conditions, almost no science. That apothecary Salim sounds like someone I should meet. All my attention lately has gone into reanimating the Frankie. It will be a great scientific accomplishment when I succeed. When we have learned to take a scientific approach to everything in life, we will be well on our way to understanding ourselves. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote. I have your rehydration solution all ready. I will be happy to exchange it for a flask of Gru Goo. When you bring me the goo, I will give you your solution.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one. Oh, this is a sad, ignorant land where everyone seems to think more of magic than of science. Still, it is a good place for a scientist to work. There are many fascinating monsters to study, and I can get all the dead bodies I need. I named Frankie after one of my colleagues who did some preliminary research into tissue reanimation. My success in this experiment will make me one of the premier researchers at this year's scientific ball. The MESS is my patented magnetical electrical stimulation system. With it, I am able to re-establish neuron paths through formerly dead tissue. It also can be a good companion on those lonely Friday nights in the lab. I am looking forward to the successful completion of my Frankie experiment. My first attempt was a bush I dug up in the forest garden. The operation was a great success. Unfortunately, the patient died. I hope to correct that minor difficulty in my new experiment.
You grab a handful of rocks.
Good day and welcome back. Have you been enjoying your adventures around here? Wife? Why, I have no wife. The castle is very quiet during the daytime, but I have heard noises and seen lights in the windows at night. The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one has ever seen anyone from the castle during the day, they tell tales of monsters in the night. I have worked as a gatekeeper here for many years. I wear no garlic and fear no vampires. After all, when someone goes looking for trouble, he will always find it. Mordavia has changed little in all the time I have lived here. I have heard the wolves howl at night, but who is to say that they are werewolves? Farewell. May the sun and the moon keep watch over you.
You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those.
2 and 2 make 6. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
You are in the eastern part of the forest. Through the foliage to the west, you can see some beautiful and unusual-looking trees and flowers. You are near the southeastern corner of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the south. You can also see some unusual plants in a clearing to the northwest. You are in the forest somewhere southeast of the town. To the north, you can see a beautiful garden and a gently flowing stream. You take a drink of the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries. As you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that low-calorie kind. After some rest, you feel better. You think you're in the southern or southeastern part of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the southeast. You are near the southeastern corner of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the southwest. You are in the southeastern corner of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the southwest. You are in the far southeastern corner of the forest. Further passage is blocked by bushes on all sides except the north. These bushes look as though someone planted them here deliberately. The bush won't budge. It's almost as if it were welded to the spot by magic. The bush doesn't seem to have much to say to you. Perhaps that's because you haven't been properly introduced. You provide the area foliage with a long-winded introduction and description of your past exploits. You'd almost swear you heard the trees yawn, but it must just be the wind in the bushes. Babbling brook. You are in the eastern part of the forest. Through the foliage to the west, you can see some beautiful and unusual-looking trees and flowers. You are near the northeastern corner of the forest.
Two and two make six. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
After some rest, you feel better. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks.
Well now, what news do you have for me?
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Huh? Tell him he's a rotten no goodnik. As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
After some rest, you feel better. This is the Hotel Mordavia, best and only inn in town. This is a well-stocked country store. Various foodstuffs and useful items adorn the shelves. The Burgermeister keeps his windows securely barred. Through the open window, you can see the Burgermeister's sparsely furnished office. Doors inside lead to a cell and to the Burgermeister's private quarters. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. The Burgermeister's window is securely shuttered against the night. The door is locked and probably barred as well. You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door. You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
This inn used to do a steady business before this swamp prevented traders and tourists from coming. Now we mostly make our money off of food and drink. I am well, as always. Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Here, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the dark ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
We don't go for that rumor-spreading stuff here, do we, Yvonne?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. Well, we don't gossip about our neighbors in Moldavia, do we, Ivan?
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about the time Olga caught Boris drinking with us when he was supposed to be minding the store.
Hey, that wasn't gossip. It was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here. Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago, huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh yeah, in the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career, and I was also an elephant herder.
You kidding? Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Oh yeah, I remember mine. I married her.
Yeah, she was great for vacuuming up peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They always went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know? They hardly ever made mistakes. Unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories. Please, let's talk about something uplifting like last year's famine.
They all ignore you as usual. You hear some movement in the room. A squeaky voice from beyond the door says,
Trying to break and enter, huh? Well, forget it. I'm the only one allowed to be rude around here.
A voice from behind the door says,
Whoops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you.
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you. Nice of you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
The strange comedian you had the misfortune to listen to the other night sits on the bed. He looks at you with a twisted grin. The chicken seems to be made out of rubber. What's rubber, you ask? You also consider how it would taste cooked in garlic. Somehow just looking at these garlic braids makes you smile. The window is closed, mercifully obscuring the stone wall next door.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter, you a music critic? So I can't tell a joke, sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool, a dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak. Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in nowhere land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned. This place is really dead, you know. I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now, a man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy. What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing, and they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before. Or you, for that matter. I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter, you a music critic? So I can't tell a joke, sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool, a dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak. Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in nowhere land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned. Kane, ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course. Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct. Punny, you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately.
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
The rubber chicken squeals as you pick it up and squeeze it.
Well, you'll have to keep her now. You obviously rub her the right way. Rubber, get it? Nice to see a friendly face around here. Catch you later, Dud. So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. Light the candle. In your sleep, you seem to hear voices. Do you see him?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Moldavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate. As you well know, I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.